Hello and welcome to our special series of videos for our Car Dealer Power Awards 2020. I'm James Baggott, I'm the founder of Car Dealer Magazine, and today I'm chatting to the winner of our Provenance Check Provider of the Year. It's Cap HPI. So joining me from the company is Head of Retail Sales, Wendy Swain. Wendy, congratulations, a huge achievement. I know you've been, well, you haven't been here before because we haven't done it on video before, but you've been to the top of the tower and celebrated with us before. What does it feel like to win this year?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. It's like, how do you say, thank you to everyone, a big virtual thank you to everyone. Thanks to all our dealers, great thanks to the team back at base, or not necessarily base at home. Thank you to everyone for continuing to support our business. Obviously the brand, it means obviously the world to me, as everybody knows. And yeah, absolutely over the moon in a virtual environment.
Now, you guys must have been incredibly busy over the last few months. I mean, used car sales going through the roof. I'm sure on both your sides of the business, on the Cap side when it comes to valuations, and on the HPI side, and checking those used cars, you must be incredibly busy. Have you actually had any downtime?
Some of us have been literally working all the way through. Obviously, we have had some people on furlough, sadly. But yeah, some of us have got a little bit shattered. As you can tell, I've got a bit of colour, so I've had a week off. But we've been working all the way through, yeah. I mean, the volumes at the moment are, you know, way beyond this time last year. But obviously, we've been watching it very closely since sort of March time, let's say. But been a very, very, very interesting year with regards to volumes, yes. On both, it be the valuations or the provenance side of things. But it does confer with what's been going on in the market. You know, literally, we just saw the drop off and then it started to come back.
Wendy, as you know, the Car Dealer Power Awards are actually voted by your customers, our readers, the Car Dealer Magazine readers. So does that make these awards even more special to you, the fact that they're voted for not by a judging panel, but your customers?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the decisions made by them, at the end of the day, they have the options, there are alternatives. What I'd like to say is, you know, we've literally do put our heart and soul into the product. You know, the data quality is massive for me. It's whenever I get people sort of, you know, interested in moving to HPI, the first thing I'll get them to do is test the data. It absolutely, back at base, you've got sort of data teams that are working on enriching and enhancing the data all the time, making sure that even if the vehicle's been recorded wrongly by the OEM or by the DVLA, you know, that we will make sure that it's updated and corrected so it displays the best data possible. I've always said if you get the thumbprint of the vehicle correct, everything then flows through. So the matching of the cap code and the correct valuation and such, like everything sort of starts with the right thumbprint.
And what can customers, new customers, expect from Cap HPI when it comes to provenance checks?
Well, obviously the accuracy, a lot more accuracy of data. Getting the DVLA data is a big thing for us. We've just done, as we do every year, our biannual refresh, making sure that our data is up to date as possible, timely, very, very timely. You know, we do lots of updates from information from them on a regular basis. And a lot of the trials that we find is some of our competitors may not have data as up to date as ours. So not just DVLA data, but maybe even finance data, VCAR data and such like. And of course then the service. We've got teams that are working, you know, 7 days a week. We've got experienced key account managers out there. So they get, you know, a customer service, a handheld. They've got an inside sales team, account management that's really experienced, you know, and always our customer support teams that are at the end of the phone or an email or even live chat on the consumer side of things. So yeah, they're a good service all around.
Wendy, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here because I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't. But I was going to ask you, you're talking to lots of dealers every single day in your position. Do you think this buoyant market we're seeing at the moment is going to continue? Are the dealers you were chatting to saying that the rest of this year is going to be okay?
Everybody's, yeah, without putting any doom and gloom on it, I'm sort of saying a lot to our SMT, oh, can I just tank fire and let's see what happens after furlough finishes, because I'm still a bit nervous. I think we all are. Yes, it is buoyant. Yes, the volumes are up. Yes, quite a few people we are talking to were very concerned, and yet they've seen quite a bit of a turn, and that they actually might be okay. you know, by the end of the year. So there is a variance out there, as you can imagine. And it depends who you have a conversation with. But overall, from the conversations we seem to be having, and we're doing a lot more on the editorial side as well, what we found during COVID is a lot of our editors, we've got them a lot more engaged directly with our large dealer groups and such like. And of course, we have our own sort of webinars for them. So we found that our editorial team are a lot more in touch with the actual dealers themselves, you know, so that they can ask questions and they can get responses. We do one-to-one dealer group conversations, and they've been really supportive throughout this whole period. So we do get a lot of insight with them conversations as well. In regards to the values of the vehicles and the descriptions and such like. So, yeah.
Well, fingers crossed the market continues the way that it is. And lastly, what are you going to do over the next year to make sure that you're chatting to me again when the Car Dealer Power Awards come around next year?
Well, keep the teams in place, keep the teams working hard at back. You know, I say back at base. Actually, most people are still working from home, so keeping the people, keeping the data accurate, keeping the service running on, you know, the 24/7 routes. We're improving a number of delivery mechanisms at the moment and sort of doing some enhancement works. We've got some new product coming out, which will obviously be exciting for everyone. We've got some new wins to announce to you, which is obviously people that are coming on board at the moment. So it's going to be an exciting place, but yeah, to make sure we stay top of the tree is to ensure that we deliver the right service for the customer. And at the end of the day, that's the dealer. That's who we passionately care for.
Wendy, I wish you the best of luck with the rest of the year, and hopefully we're chatting again next year. But huge congratulations to you and the Cap HPI team. It's
thank you from everyone here.
Great to see you. Thanks ever so much for joining me. So thank you to Wendy there for chatting to us about that fantastic win. If you want to find out who else has won the Car Dealer Power Awards, log on to cardealermagazine.co.uk, click on the Power tab at the top of the page. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.